Malachei Elyon mi Melech Malachei Elohim Moy HaKodesh.
Oh yeah! A big thank you this morning to the Neshama Orchestra, who again are here with us to celebrate Morty Shapiro, Jake Socher, Dove Katz, and of course Mike. 1-800-989-9360. Earlier this week, and I know every year people look forward to Barry Liebman's phone call or appearance in our studio for the JM and the AM fundraiser. It's our 31st year, and he's somebody who many, many, many years ago, he and his family made quite a commitment to this radio show. They are very appreciative of what goes on here every single day, especially vis-a-vis Israel, the incredible spirit of Zionism that comes forth from this little studio in Jersey City on a daily basis. And earlier this week, in a phone conversation that I had with Barry off the air, he said what every single person in this audience that's a regular listener of this show knows, and that is that JM and the AM, what we do here every day, is one of his most important charities. Barry Liebman, welcome back to JM and the AM.
I don't remember saying that.
Matis, help me out here. Didn't I report to you immediately that Barry said it's one of his most important charities?
I don't have anything like that. I'm so sad I can't be with you in that luxurious studio.
We miss you. I'll tell you that much. We miss you.
Have you fixed up the place?
No, it hasn't changed a bit since the last time you were here.
Good to know some things stay constant.
That's right. Hey,
hello to all my dear friends there.
There are a lot of great people here who've been anxious for you to call in this morning. The moment that Becca Liebman got out of the car, she turns to me and says, she is adorable. You have great kids, Barry.
She is adorable. I do have great kids. She's adorable.
Let's do a total. Our main event caterers calculator tells us that right now we've got a grand total of
$198,920.
Oh my gosh!
This is amazing. I can round this off to 200. It's way cheaper than I ever have in my life.
Wait a second. I thought you assured me it would be more than 2,000 this year. 1 second.
There's other charities, but I can't skip you completely this year.
Thank you.
Although I'll beat you up a little bit. So I'll give you $25,000.
Thank you very much, Barry Liebman, a $25,000 donation.
Nice.
Barry, as usual, I say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are going to try for another year to keep going and make you proud.
It's what I wake up for every day.
I appreciate that so much.
Listen to your station.
Our best.
Nachum, say hello to all my friends there, and God bless you and your family.
Thank you so much, and our best to your entire family. 25,000, Matis. You may add that to the main event caterers calculator as the Liebmans again come through with a big proclamation of keep JM and the AM going. 1-800-989-9368. 1-800-989-9368. JM and the AM.
Good morning, Nachum. It's such a great pleasure to talk to you again.
I appreciate that very much. Like I said, whenever you visit here, there's something exciting going on. Today you're visiting us by phone, and there's something exciting going on. Our big fundraiser. Please tell everybody to support one of the great outlets of wonderful Jewish music.
I just want to say to you, Nachum, and to everybody else that you are an icon, and everybody, when they wake up for years and years and years and years already, you know, when we wake up, we're going to turn on the radio, we're going to hear Nachum. It gives such a good feeling to start the day with Nachum Segal. Gewaldig.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, I'd like to pledge $1,800 for your beautiful, beautiful continuity of Jewish music, and bis 120.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Matis Aderet, Mendy Werdiger, and his incredible stable of phenomenal performers. 100 times high this morning here at JM and the AM. Mendy, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Shabbos.
Have a great Shabbos.
Amazing. That is one way for us to have a great Shabbos with these incredible pledges still coming in.
$1 pledge from Yisrael Levy of Brooklyn, and wishing a mazel tov to Adina Levy on the birth of a baby boy. A 2 times high pledge from Miriam Weiss of Brooklyn in honor of the great OHEL staff and her great OHEL staff and colleagues, and in the hope that we see Nachum soon on the 5th floor of OHEL. Thanks very much. Helen and Andy Urowitz of Muncie with a high pledge in honor of Nachum and his wonderful programming, and in honor of Aryeh Kunstler and their favorite performer and grandson. Mazel tov to Esti, Aryeh Moshe, and new addition Shmuel Asher Zelig from Bubby and Zadie Urowitz. Rachel Walk of Bergenfield. ZK, thank you very much. 1-800-989-9368. 1-800-989-9368. And now with more, Randy Wartelski.
Thanks, and we could say hello to ZK, who's manning the camera right now. Our thanks to Mindy and Matis Stein for their earlier pledge today, and that pledge was in honor of Gabriel Jordana, Aiden, Daniela, Azan, Anael, and Eliyahu. An anonymous pledge coming in this morning from Englewood, New Jersey, double chai pledge. Bruce Fader of Staten Island is pledging 3 times chai in honor of his wife, Sarah, and children Leora, Yael, Michal, and Ariel.
Thank you very much, Randy, and here's more pledges. Leat Galamidi from Clifton pledges $18 in honor of Uriel Chaim ben Esther, wishing her a fuhr shlema. Emma Taylor of Englewood pledges chai in honor of her children Ishai and Miri. Greg Bernhardt from New York pledges 5 times chai in honor of the 10th wedding anniversary of he and his wife Jody. We have an anonymous pledge here for $101 there in Brooklyn, New York, and that's in honor of the beautiful words and meaningful words of Stacy Segal. Amen to that. We all sit here in absolute wonderment. Sharon Ansbacher from Passaic pledges chai. That's in memory of Fredel Bat Zvi. Rabbi Baruch and Devorah Klar from West Orange pledge $100. That's in honor of their son Menachem Mendel's
5 times chai pledge from Chaim Palavoy of Brooklyn, and that's in honor of Hachnaset Sefer Torah this week in Congregation Ohel Yitzchak. Robert.
Thank you, Randy. Lenny and Doris Ice called in with a $270 pledge. Lenny and Doris, thank you so much.
Tragedy struck through no fault of Ma'adan's, clearly no fault of Ma'adan's. And I don't know what's going on in Teaneck right now, but there's probably some kind of mass confusion in Teaneck right now because the Teaneck Road Bagels bakery oven broke last night. And I walked into the Teaneck Road Bagels and goes like, yes, we want to make sure that I have fresh bagels. So I go, it's only a couple blocks away. Rather than give me yesterday's bagels, they want today's bagels. They send it in order. It's always ready for me. Oh, there's my Don's order. Here it is. No problem. Go through it every year. And I walk in and, they have the bagel display and it was empty.
Unbelievable.
And I said to the woman behind the counter, I go, this cannot be good news. And she says, no, it is not. And they said, well, we just got the oven working. It'll be ready to start baking bagels at 6 o'clock. I said, well, that's not going to work. So luckily we were able to call Miriam Wallach. We finally got in touch with her, and she veered through the Lower East Side down to a bagel place to pick up bagels to supplement the wonderful fish and cookies and everything else that Madan sent. So I thank Yossi and Stewie for caring about us.
Oh, yes.
And it was just
fitting end.
It was such a fitting end.
2 weeks of catering.
2 weeks of catering. There's no question that it's a fitting end to these 2 weeks of catering and an end to the 2 weeks of catering story.
Yes.
Segue, there we go.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. I have to, before we get to the official end of the show, which is at 9 o'clock, but traditionally, of course, we go over during our fundraiser. I've been wanting to do this for the last 3 hours, and I wanted to wait for the right time, and I figured right before the end of the show was the right time. I am donating to JM and the AM in a move that the person I'm donating in their honor is probably questioning.
Okay.
There is somebody who has been behind the scenes.
I'll tell you, Stacy might rather the jewelry.
There is somebody who has been behind the scenes, and in some instances in front of the scenes, for many, many, many years at this point. And he credits me, by the way, for whatever, it's a long story, but he credits me with his ability to move with his family to Israel, which is one of the most amazing credits I've ever gotten in my life, frankly, aside from the Nachum Segal himself in the Megillas Lester movie, which was really cool. And I am donating to JM and the AM today in honor of Rabbi Yigal Segal of Jerusalem, who I hope is tuned in. It's not Shabbos there yet, is it? And the reason I say he'd question this donation is because he's, of course, in charge of every business aspect that I've ever had in the last 15 years, and without him, I don't know where I'd be, frankly. I want to take this opportunity. We affectionately call him the Chief of Staff. We go ahead and enjoy the fact that he's part of our network, both on a broadcast level and obviously behind the scenes every single day. And I hope, as I say every time, that he continues to shep nachas, that he continues to revel in the joy of a celebration like this, even 6,000 miles away. Rabbi Yigal Segal, and to your wonderful family, this donation is being dedicated to you. I'm not even going to tell you the amount because I don't want, I don't want to strike the fear into anybody.
It's like when you buy your wife a gift, she sees the credit card statement. It's not like she doesn't know how much you spend.
So we salute Yigal today, who's on the other side of the world and always helping us every single day, whether we're over there or we're usually over here. It is time to say good Shabbos, but before we start our theme, I want to introduce some of the students of TABC and some of the great friends of this radio station who have visited here this morning, including Yosef Segal. Good morning, Yosef.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Baruch Hashem. How are things going inside that phone room?
The phones are off the hooks.
Baruch Hashem. That's the way it should be. Every one of them I want to be off the hook right now at 1-800-989-9368. You're excited about this fundraiser? Think we're going to have a great total at the end?
I think so.
Baruch Hashem for that. Yes, Matis, you have something? Oh, no, sorry about that. 1-800-989-9368. Matis, you don't mind when I hit you with a piece of information out of left field when it comes to a donation. Do you remember last Friday the Rosazada family was here?
Of course.
I just got a communique from Dr. Joe Rosazada. If you could go into his JM and the AM account, he asked if you could take this opportunity. Hang on while I stall for a second. If you could take this opportunity to increase his donation and the Rosazada family of West Orange donation by $100 in honor of Rabbi Ami Newman and the Rosazada boys of JEC, he would appreciate that.
Thank you.
So please, Matis, I beg you to go ahead and do that. And we thank everybody who's up their pledge. Yosef Segal is here. We have Ariel Foreman here from Teaneck, New Jersey. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me back again.
This is a real pro. The guy does TABC TV. The guy is a broadcaster of his own right. I know TABC is doing very well in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, we are. We're doing well. JV just won. They beat SAR last night 6-1.
Unbelievable.
And Varsity's playing Monday night.
There you go. So congratulations on all that, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We have the aforementioned Jonah Gantrow, who has a blessing for us, I'm sure, that we should continue strong here at JM and the AM. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So, what do you say? Should we continue strong here at JM and the AM?
Yeah, it's great here.
I appreciate that, boy. It's nice to see you. What an amazing young man. And Yoshua Segal is here in his Nachum Segal Network shirt. Look at that.
Jonah would probably have more to say if we let him do the play-by-play.
Yeah, that's true. He's a great play-by-player. Yoshua Segal, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are things going inside?
Very good.
Baruch Hashem. I hope more and more people call. We have a few minutes to go. Let's get some big numbers here this morning. Anything you want to tell our audience?
That they need a pledge in order to keep the show running smoothly for the next couple of years.
Nice.
They need our pledge 1-800-989-9368, and hopefully this show will keep on going strong.
And happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And to Yosef Segal and Chava Segal. Everybody celebrating birthdays this time of year. Yonina Segal's here. Good morning, Yonina. What do you want to tell our audience this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. You supposed to be in school or not?
Yeah.
Well, you want to tell anything? You want to tell our audience anything this morning?
That you should call and donate.
There you go. That's the message of the morning. I thank you for that. The lovely Yonina Segal. And Binyamin Segal is here as well. We heard him reading pledges earlier. How do you like that? Good morning, Binyamin.
Good morning, Dad.
Boy, oh boy, it's nice to have you here. With your busy schedule, you're able to make it here to the radio station. I thank you for that.
What a pleasure it is to be here.
Wow, thank you very much. I hope that everybody's calling. What is that phone room like?
That phone room right now should be ringing off the hook for all the things that you do on behalf of the Jewish community.
I appreciate that. It should ring off the hook, and anybody who wants to speak to Binyamin, he's available now at 1-800-989-9368, 1-800-989-9368. Say it again. Mine? Next to the post office. No, it's in the back.
Okay.
I don't even know if we should worry about it. The big question, as we do our Shabbos theme, the big question, will the representatives of main event caterers have the courage, be able to make the bold public statement that they are ready to sponsor our calculator for one more year?
I'm not sure if I can get through the last half hour of the show without it.
You're sounding desperate, Matis.
It's going to get to the point. It's going to get to the point where I do the rededication.
What?
And if that happens, I will put in the amount.
Holy cow! Matis, when the rededication goes over to you, it's going to cost a little bit more for whoever wants to dedicate. Telephone. Are we going to Joey first? We're going to Joey. Joey Bodner's with us live via telephone. Our main event caterers representative. You talk about an outfit that has been dedicated to JM and the AM for years and years. They don't. Earlier, someone said, I don't know how to say no to somebody. Main event caterers has never said no to us. They are catering for us all year round with an incredible and amazing attitude. Whatever we need, they are there for us. And one of the things that they have done for the last God knows how many years is dedicate what we call the main event caterers calculator, and the challenge is issued at the very end of every marathon. In this case, will they go ahead and rededicate the calculator in their name for the year 2015? Joey Bodner, welcome back to JM in the AM.
Good morning, Nachum. Good morning, everybody. How are you today?
Everything is wonderful. We're sorry we didn't see you this fundraiser.
Yeah, I don't know if you had heard, but I had a little slip on the ice and broke my ankle, so I'm in a famous Nachum Segal boot.
I spoke to you this week, and you didn't tell me you had broken your ankle?
Yeah, I think you had bigger things on your mind, so that's why I didn't physically get there. We're a little bit lipping around. So.
Holy cow. By the way, if you need one of those extra boots, I got like 3 rolling around the house.
Refuah Shalema, Joey.
Thank you very much. As you all know, I've had my leg experiences, so crutches and canes and boots were not limited in the house. I had a collection to choose from.
You know what the big question is today, Mr. Bodner? The big question is, will, in fact, the main event caterers calculator for the year 2015 be known as the main event caterers calculator? Now, you know, because you've been saying this for a quarter of a century or more here at JM in the AM, you know that we are doing our job every single day. Between music, between the talk, between the Torah, between Israel, we are doing our mission every single day, and it's one that you're very, very proud of. Would that be enough to convince you and Eddie and Marty to again rededicate our JM in the AM
to be the second donation of next year's
There
marathon?
you go.
And we pledged $3,200.
We are rededicating. Matis, hold it up high. Hold up the main event caterers calculator up high. Let everybody get a view of what is now the 2015 edition of the main event caterers calculator. You should see it, Joey. You bring a tear to your eye the way we're worshiping the calculator right now.
FedEx is on the way there with my envelope with the check because Vata said it's COD, otherwise he's taking all check.
Thank you, Joey. Our best to Eddie and Marty for all you do for us 12 months of the year. There they are, main event caterers. It's the calculator. I was kidding when I said worshiping the calculator, folks. You know that's a joke. 1-800-989. Moshe Avram Cohen is donating. Thank you. I can't think straight anymore. Is donating in honor of his parents' wedding anniversary. He's donating in honor of his parents' wedding anniversary.
Mazel tov.
And we note that as well in his very special a pledge in honor of our 31st anniversary plus. Mike Socher is here. The answer to the trivia question, as we discussed Nachum and Stacy Segal's upcoming 25th wedding anniversary, the trivia question is, who was there on the bandstand the night of Nachum and Stacy Segal's wedding? And one of the people was not Mike Socher. He was in the audience. He was at a table that night as a guest of honor. But he did have an amazing orchestra, I can tell you that much, that night in November of 1989. Mike Socher, welcome back to JM in the AM.
At the Marina Del Rey.
At Marina Del Rey. And Shim Kramer is pointing to himself like he was really there.
I wasn't born. He wasn't born.
Give me a break, Shim. You missed one of the best events
we
ever.
would like to give a few shekel to the cause over here because, as you said, all the microphones and the electricity and everything that causes the go. And we'd like to be mishtatev with our few shekel, and we hope that it helps.
It certainly will.
First, we'll start with the $31. Obviously, in honor of the 31 years. Well, actually, we have to make that $32.
Thank you. That's been the trend today. Thank you.
$32. Yes. And to that, we will add $2,000 for a pledge of $2,031 in honor of you, Nachum, and everything that you do and the entire staff here. Too many people to mention. I'll leave that to you. But thank you. It's just a small token for you to promote the Yiddishkeit and the music and the support you give us all year long.
When we say the Nachum Orchestra wraps up our fundraiser, we don't just mean musically, folks. They do it in grand style with an incredible donation as well. 1-800-989-9368. Mike Socher, to you and Dove and Shim and everybody who is here today, your amazing son. And Ellie, of course, who you mentioned, and the entire Nachum Orchestra family, I say thank you to you.
Yes. Oh, I forgot Jake Socher.
That's right. Jake was
here. How can I forget?
That's right. Did a good job this morning.
Yes. Thank you. Chaim Rappaport from Spring Valley pledges twice high, and that is in honor of his wife Tzipi and the boys Avi and Ava and Daniel's upcoming bar mitzvahs. Mazel tov to you. I now hand the phone proverbially over to Randy.
Thanks, Robert. We got a 10 times high pledge from Jason Fine of Staten Island, and that's in honor of the Rav of Staten Island, Rabbi Chaim and family, in honor of Nachum and our Yamim Noraim Chazan. and his wonderful staff. Double high pledge from Yaakov Shalom and Suri Simonowitz of Muncie, and they're making that pledge in honor of their grandchildren who, Baruch Hashem, give them lots of nachas, and in honor of Nachum and the wonderful work he does. And a high pledge coming from Devorah Leitner of Brooklyn, who says thank you to Nachum Segal for taking her calls almost every single morning.
And Nachum will continue with a couple of pledges over here. These are the last two we have up here right now. Avram Ben Nun, $5. That's from Brooklyn, New York. That's in honor of Nachum and Judaica Store in Queens. And $36 from Zach Wexelbaum of West Orange, New Jersey, in honor of 31 years at least. At least 5 more years to go, he says. I'm not sure why he's putting a limit on it, but thank you for the pledge anyway. And our thanks to Ma'adan for catering breakfast this morning for our staff and volunteers. Ma'adan at 446 Cedar Lane in Teaneck. Reach them at 800-MAADAN-1, M-A-A-D-A-N-1, or 201-692-0192.
Israel Goldberg, who is an old family friend. He knows me from way before this radio career. He is in our studio in our building, and he is set to walk in and approach the microphone and give us our final pledge of this fundraising marathon. By the way, and I want to stress this because we stressed it last year and we ended up with great success even afterwards, we're leaving the air with this amount, whatever Matis is about to tell us, and our fundraising continues, meaning if you want to give, that jmnam.org site is up. And over the next couple of weeks, whenever you see one of our staff members, feel free to give them a pledge. We want to build toward our eventual goal and make sure we achieve it, and we need your help to do that. We'll leave the air with this incredible total this morning, and we will implore and ask all of our listeners over the next few days, if you've missed us out, if you missed out on helping us during these 2 weeks, you still have a chance to do so over the next few days, over the next couple of weeks. At jmnam.org. A special thank you to the entire and amazing JMNAM staff, all the people that you've gotten to know over the years, whether it's Mayor and Robert and Randy and everybody's spouses and all the incredible families that have been part of this radio show for all this time. With a special mention, of course, this morning to Matis Weingast and Mark Zamek. Gentlemen, I don't know how we've done it. But it has been a phenomenal ride so far. We should go for another 31 years. Why not? Yeah, another 31 years. And Ken Friedman, I hope Ken Friedman is shepping nachas. I hope he heard over the last 2 weeks how many people out there are absolutely addicted to this great radio show and enjoying it. And I thank WFMU and all the wonderful people that we work with here on a daily basis for their incredible support and encouragement. And to all the volunteers that have been here in our studio, I thank you all very, very much for taking the time over the last 2 weeks to be part of this incredible, what I call 2-week celebration. Miriam L. Wallach, she continues to supervise the growth of so much incredible stuff happening for the Nachum Segal Network and our live stream, in addition to caring even too much sometimes about what goes on at this operation at the detriment of sometimes of her family. They sometimes suffer the incredible sacrifice that she makes on our behalf, and I thank them for that. And now, I say that we are going to Matis. Who are we going to? Israel Goldberg? We're going to Matis. Matis, you all set? I know, but I think Mark wants you in here first. Oh, my gosh. Yet another year of watching people all around the world tell us how much they love JM and the AM. What a heartwarming feeling. Hey, can we give a round of applause to Mr. Deere, who's been photographing all the proceedings? And a big thank you to John Dalton, who's allowing people around the world to watch all of this today. Thank you, John. All right. Is he? Where is he?
I'm right here. Behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, old family friend and a great friend of this radio show for a million years, Izzy Goldberg is here this morning from Brooklyn, New York.
I didn't know I was that old, Nachum.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, for a guy like me who remembers you when I was a little kid, you know, you were always ancient, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
Anybody from that generation was ancient to me. Good morning, Izzy. I hope you continue to enjoy on a daily basis everything that we're doing at JM and the AM. Tell me that, in fact, you are, please.
You inspire me every morning. You've inspired over the years my family. My mother, Shalom, used to listen to you, was an avid fan.
I remember that.
And I remember you dedicated a program to her. And
I remember that.
And it was really just very nice and special for her.
Do you remember that time I was in court in New York and a guy said, remember this whole thing? They said, "Oh, you're Nachum Segal. Mrs. Goldberg listens to you every day." Remember that whole thing?
Yeah, well, you know what?
It was your
true.
mother's neighbor. It was your mother's
Yes,
neighbor.
True.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, I'd like to dedicate this to my two partners, my law partner, Robert Rimberg, and my life partner, Joyce.
Yeah.
And also for a refuah shlema to my mother-in-law, who unfortunately had a stroke not too long ago. And Esther Cyril Bashendel, a refuah shlema. And to the great work that you do here at JM in the AM. And I look forward to being even more ancient and coming back many more years to do the last donation. So Matas has told me what I'm giving this year.
All right, Matas, I hope
as usual.
Go ahead, tell us what it is.
Sounds like my wife with a credit card, right? $516.
Oh, Matas has a reason for that. I can tell you.
Obviously, I have no idea what it is.
I certainly have no clue.
He hasn't shared it with me yet.
Well, Izzy, thank you. God bless you. Thank you for being a great family friend. I am sure that my mother's tuned in right now, shepping great nachas that you're here again to support JM and the AM, and I thank you very, very much to the Goldberg family and, of course, to Robert and everybody who works with you every single day. Matis Weingast has stepped up to the microphone. And on behalf of everybody in this building, as we get set to celebrate yet another amazing annual accomplishment, we are ready to ask the big question, courtesy of the main event caterers calculator. Matis Weingast, what is the final off-air total after day 10 of Fundraising Marathon 2014?
$244,000.
Holy cow! How did we do that? How did we do that? How on earth did we do that, Marcus? Holy cow!
We thank the listeners for doing it for us.
Oh my gosh! Woo! Unbelievable! What a day! What a day! Unbelievable! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yeah, hey, get ready to dance, station cat. Oh, stay away from me already. Not bad. Whoa, not bad at all. Oh, yes. Thanking the Summer Orchestra for our grand finale. Holy cow. Where's Mathis? Mathis! Where is he? Tell me one more time. 244,000. Say it, Mathis.
$244,000.
Unbelievable! They said there's no way in a non-anniversary year that we could possibly get near a number like this. That's what they told us. There's no way we could do it. Well, guess what? We did it! Thank you to every single listener for tossing in whatever you gave us to keep on with JM in the AM every single weekday morning. We will see you here on Monday starting at 6 a.m. Don't forget all our amazing weekend programming, and Naomi Nachman is up next in its entirety with Table for Two starting on our stream at jmintheam.org. Have a wonderful Shabbos and a great weekend, everybody. Rest up for our next edition of JM in the AM. And until next time, it's Nachum Segal reminding you, remember the past, live the present, and trust the future. Yeah, you're fine. Mazel tov, everybody.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Well, you know what? Nachum was giving everyone high fives, and I went in like this with a high five.
So much.
I'm Chris Olsen today. I followed you around 27 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Chris O.
Chris O from Springdale.
Ariel.
Don't leave here without that check.
Otherwise the kids can't go to school.
No. Are you leaving this thing?
Ariel, I need a wait because we do some things.
One more.
You want someone with his arm around him.
Here we go.
I'll put my arm
1,
around
2,
Mary
3.
this time.
Okay.
Can no offense without it.
Everybody wave to the camera. Yeah, come on.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Left rib.
Yeah,
One more.
ribs. You're reaching pretty high there, Rob.
My arm around Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.